What's the great news?
First of all, I want to welcome you to Turn 5. That's great news.
Yeah, that is great news.
Secondly, the sun is shining.
It is amazing.
Thirdly, we have broken the freezing cold frozen tundra.
Thank you, Mother Nature.
Fourth thing, we're driving around in a convertible.
With the top down, the way it's meant to be.
And fifth thing, I'm hanging out with my buddy.
Yeah.
We got that going for us.
It's great.
Today is a monumental moment.
It is.
For two reasons.
What are they?
The first reason, and not so big, we get to finally give away our 100 subscriber prize.
Sweet.
So that's exciting, that's fun. We will do that at the end of the video.
So you guys stay tuned to find out who won.
Cliffhanger. Secondly, we are gonna look back on the past year. Can you believe we've been doing this for an entire year?
We've been doing this for a year?
A year.
Really?
Yeah. Like if you were a baby born in June of 2019,
yeah,
you would not have been alive as long as we've been doing this.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's a statistical fact.
I think that's what a fact is, yes.
Right. On with our meat of the video, maybe?
Yeah.
Should we say that?
I think it sounds interesting.
Do you want to start with a review of our favorite things or our least favorite things?
Well, I already know what my least favorite thing was.
Well, if you already know the least favorite, why don't you share with our viewers?
It wasn't necessarily the content we got from this video, but it was our first video because it was such a learning curve onto how to make a video. We had probably 30 to 45 minutes worth of video recorded for a solid 3-minute long video.
Was it only that long of footage? I swear we were in that car for like 3 hours.
We might have been. I don't really remember, and I don't want to.
It was like, I'm not kidding you guys, it was forever.
It was.
And we're like, okay, so this takes us 6 hours. It was like, I think we were recording for roughly 3 hours, not recording the whole time, but trying to get clips.
And try to figure stuff out.
So we did that, we're like, okay, well now we're finally done. After we've done like 37 takes of one little clip that wasn't even funny.
Yeah.
And then we get into the house, we're like, okay, well let's just quickly upload this and we'll get it on.
Quickly meant 4 hours of editing.
Insane.
And not knowing how to edit at the same time. No idea how to use any editing software.
Like literally zero idea.
Yep. Never done it before.
I will agree with you. I will say unequivocally, that's a really big word.
It was. I don't know what it means.
That was the worst part. It wasn't, I really enjoyed doing it. So our first video was called Trial Run.
Because it was a trial run into this.
Please go check
platform.
it out. It was, actually it's probably pretty hilarious. We should check it out ourselves.
It's probably funny because you'll just realize we did not know what we were doing.
And I remember getting it to the kitchen table and we edited and edited and edited. And I swear that some of the stuff didn't even make it on there, so we had to I remember redoing some.
Yep.
Maybe that wasn't the first video, but it was within the first few.
Where our GoPro didn't record it.
Because we had the wrong SD card.
Yep.
Come to find out like literally 6 months later when you called GoPro.
Because it kept doing it and it stopped working altogether.
Insane time. So, but that's also like when this all ends and we're old and gray, maybe that'll never end, which would be awesome.
It would be amazing.
I'll look back at that and remember, as painful as it was
fun.
How awesome it was, and we were learning something new. And even like today, we learn stuff every single day when we do this.
Yeah. And
try to do a little
different things to make the videos interesting.
Yeah, so as bad as it was, I think it was a fun time.
It was.
I would say it probably took us 10, 15 videos or longer, if I'm being honest.
Yep.
To get
for sure
halfway good.
I wouldn't even say we're halfway good now.
Well, at least now our videos, as crappy as our content is, but that's a good thing when we are the dumbest automotive YouTube channel on the internet.
Yep.
We have fun making the video, and it's pretty quick to edit, really, which makes the whole process kind of fun.
Yep. Should we move on to our favorite things?
All right, favorite thing. So my favorite thing, well, probably my favorite experience out of the whole YouTube channel, because I do have a favorite video, I think, too, or at least a couple of them. Favorite experience was picking up this car, actually, the Miata.
That was awesome. That was an amazing trip.
So how we acquired this Miata, I was driving back from Florida. No, from Texas?
Yes, Texas.
From Texas. Oh, and we visited my sister. Yep, so we were driving home from Texas. I was down there for work. Jen and I were driving home. Your aunt had ordered a 2019 30th anniversary Miata.
Yep.
So we were doing nothing else besides driving, and I like cars, new cars, the experience of cars, especially buying cars.
And the funness that they are.
I like the word funness.
It's a great word.
So I called her and asked her how it was going, if it was fun. And she's like, hey, they're going to give me like nothing for my Miata. Do you guys just want it?
And we said yes.
Yeah. So here we are. So what we did, I got home and like, man, we don't have much time, but we got to get out to Portland. If you guys Google Minnesota to Portland, Oregon,
it's a long drive.
It's a little distance. So fast forward, I get 2 plane tickets, one-way plane tickets into Portland on a Saturday?
Spirit Airline.
It was Spirit Airline. Not a plug for Spirit, because I would never plug their stuff.
I would say don't fly them.
Don't fly them. Not because the flight was bad, because the accommodations are just really terrible.
Yep.
Anyways, it's a cheap flight, so I guess if you have to go from point A to point B, I'm not going to plug them. Don't fly Spirit.
And then it was 3 stops, right?
Yep. It was a long journey, because we were being as economical as possible.
Because we were getting a free car. You don't want to spend a ton of money when you're getting a free car.
So just when you get there, I had the Miata at a shop out in Oregon, and they replaced the timing belt. They did an oil change and a couple other things, I think, just to make sure that we were good for our trip back home. So we get there, the car gets done, we spend the night at your aunt's house, and we start driving home. We have most of the video documented on YouTube, right?
Yep.
So you guys should go check it out. It's both laughable because it's one of our first videos,
and laughable for another reason. We're both exhausted.
Absolutely exhausted. But there is some good scenery, and I think when we win our first Emmy, that will probably be part of the reason why we did win it.
For sure.
So we start driving home, and it's beautiful. The whole trip was gorgeous.
I would recommend the drive just to see the scenery. It was beautiful. Really
beautiful. So we get into Idaho, and you had been there for work.
Yep.
And you're like, hey, let's go check out this lake. And we'll give them a plug. What is that lake?
Coeur Alene.
Super cool place, northern Idaho.
Yep. It's it's north of Spokane, Washington, if you've heard of that. And it's right on the border, right before Montana.
So, go ahead.
It's an amazing lake, and we got there, right?
And we're trying to make it home quick, because I did have to work on Monday.
Yep.
So we're like, okay, let's get home, like, early Sunday afternoon, late Sunday afternoon, whatever, so we can get done. So like, okay, let's pull off. It's right off the highway or freeway, whatever. We get there, we park the car,
and we start walking to the lake. And
we look over and admire at our newly acquired Miata, and I'm like, man, is that a shadow, or like what's going on with that tire?
And I remember looking at him saying, what are you doing? What do you see? And
so we walk up to the car,
and there's a bulge in the tire.
I go, that ain't good. We can't drive another 1,500 miles with that kind of a tire. So luckily, we're in the town and it has some like 4 or 5 tire shops.
Yep.
Well, you go to the biggest one, it's like Les Schwab or
Yep, I remember that.
Whatever that's called.
Yep.
Not a paid advertisement for them, but they were good people.
They were. They hooked us up.
So I worked with them. They didn't not have the size of tire for the Miata. Oh, great.
But they had something that would fit it. Terribly, but fit it.
So while we're waiting there, I'm like, well, I'm just going to call the other tire shops. None of them had them. They could get them by Monday morning or something. Well, that's not good enough.
Yep.
So what they ended up doing was putting a narrower tire.
With a much higher sidewall.
So when we got to driving, it was like we were driving in a Cadillac.
Like a 1970s Cadillac.
Yeah, it was pretty rough is the wrong word because it was not rough at all.
It was terrifying.
It was terrifying. So we spent 6 hours there.
Yeah, that was about it.
Something like, it's probably on our video.
And then we finally get on the road to start heading home. It took ages.
So we just start going.
And there's a gas station just down the street from them, and we needed gas, so we got gas.
Yep.
Guess what? 20 miles into our drive from there, the car starts struggling to stay running.
Like really bad sputtering.
Yep.
And just on the, if you were feathering the throttle, it would die. So we pull off, and I'm like, I don't want to turn off the car because it's running currently, so let's just get out, pop the hood. So we did that.
And then we got back in it and it started driving again.
Like, okay, well that's good. Let's just see if we can make it the last 1,500 miles.
On a sputtering engine.
So that kind of went away, that problem.
It happened 2 more times because it was an isolated incident. It stopped sputtering after a while and then
it ran just like perfect.
Yep.
So at the last gas station, we ended up putting
a ton of fuel cleaner in it.
Yeah, like a whole bottle of it, and it has not had an issue since then.
It was an interesting journey, but by far one of the most fun ones I've ever had for a road trip.
It was a really good like car story that I will hold on to forever.
Yes.
And the rest of the trip was kind of just fun.
Going through the mountains was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool, and especially like I still remember getting to Minnesota and thinking like, okay, well now the car can break down. Like I know how to get it home from here.
I remember there was an air show.
There was an air show in Moorhead, Minnesota.
Yep, and there was the
Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds, that's right.
So they were coming over ahead.
And it was so cool.
It was really cool. That whole trip was...
It was just amazing.
It was really amazing. So I guess that is a Turn 5 plug to get out on the road. Go for a road trip with your best buddy and have a good time.
Because it will be fun no matter what.
And if things break down, they break down.
It's still going to be fun.
Exactly. So I agree. That is my favorite moment so far of this whole Turn 5 experience.
Now my favorite isolated video to record? Probably... What's yours? I can't think of one that specifically. Maybe the Challenger review video.
That was fun. I really liked, we got invited because we're part of the Porsche Club of America.
Yep.
We got invited to go down to the Porsche dealer down in the cities.
Oh yeah.
And see the reveal of the 2020 911
2.
So that to me was fun. I felt way underdressed and way out of place.
I think we said that at the beginning of the video.
Yeah, but I mean it was fun. I don't really get embarrassed too much anymore, so that was just like whatever. And we saw a Ferrari that day.
Yep, we did.
And that was fun. I think my favorite like car shooting video, I did like our Jeep video. Which has it done the best? Has it had the most views?
It's got the most views as of right now.
I just think that we really clicked on that video and had a good comprehensive review of it. There's other car reviews I like. I liked the Audi
that was
A5 video that we did. I thought that was fun. I thought we had some humor in there.
Yep.
That was fun. It was fun when I had that GTI, the white GTI.
Yeah.
Because the Tiguan was in the shop.
And you had never driven like my GTI that much, and you loved that GTI.
I would not suggest purchasing that.
that specific one.
Well, I would, but you know people say that.
Yeah.
What was your favorite filmed video?
I really liked that Challenger. It was a fun car to drive because I guess I haven't driven many American muscle cars.
Right.
So it was unique, very, very unique.
I will agree that was the most unique experience I've had driving a car because I've never ever driven one. And I actually don't know that I've ever driven a Dodge vehicle.
I haven't.
Besides that one. I mean, maybe a pickup truck once.
I haven't even done that.
That's weird to think about.
Yeah. So that's probably why that was such a unique experience.
Yeah. Well, what do you think you see? So I've had just a blast with you over the last year.
Me too.
It's been really, really fun.
I've had a blast with me also.
Sometimes videos are hard for us to come up with because we don't have a garage full of Ford GTs and Ferraris and Porsches.
If we did, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome. But we have a lot of fun with the cars that we have.
Like this Miata. This road in this Miata is amazing.
It's even more fun when you're not recording a video and you can like really focus on the turns and twists. I'm excited to see what next year brings for us.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll review a new Porsche or something.
That would be the dream.
I doubt it, but
I really doubt it too.
It would be nice. What else? Do we have anything like really give them a sneak peek into the future?
Into the future sneak peeks? Click subscribe.
You gotta click subscribe.
And then you'll see more stuff from
Exactly.
us.
And especially like the more people that subscribe,
the more chances we have for big things to happen.
Because eventually we would be able to buy some stuff.
Yep.
With some revenue that
which would be ideal because then it's not like the money that we have set aside to survive.
Live. Right, yeah. Because it's just fun for us.
Mm-hmm.
And we could give better prizes away.
We could.
Like, I wouldn't be
Remember
opposed.
when we said a tree?
A tree? I would not be opposed to giving away a car. Like, if we ever had like
a million subscribers.
Yeah, I would
or like 2
absolutely
million.
give away a cool car.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough of that.
We're sidetracking.
Yeah.
I'm kind of at. I don't know what else.
You know one thing?
What?
We forgot to mention to them. One of my favorite things, and it's almost my favorite thing every year, is our annual trip to Road America.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot that was on camera.
So this year we took Jen and Ella.
Yep.
It was fun.
It was.
I think if we take Jen and Ella again, we will drop them off at the outlet mall.
Better idea. We take 2 cars.
Take 2 cars. Good idea.
Yep.
Apparently racing isn't really for everybody.
And it wasn't for them. They liked it. They thought it was cool.
But I think like we like to spend many hours there.
Like I think the gates open at 8 and then we leave at like 6.
Right.
So about 10 hours.
Who knew?
Yeah.
You don't know unless you try. All right, well, let's get home. Let's do the drawing and help somebody win a prize.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do an awkward high five now.
And then another one later.
And then another one, so it's a double awkward next time.
Yes.
All right. Before we can go, we need to give the fans what they're requesting. Turn 5. Turn 5. I want to win the drawing. Can you hear him screaming?
No, I can't. Can you?
Yeah, it's like loud, like I'm at an AC/DC concert or something.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Time for the giveaway.
All right.
We had 5 people comment.
5.
5.
That's a big number.
You could literally have 8 million people could have commented.
And I can count it on one hand.
But hey, good luck. 20% chance. The odds are good.
They are.
May the odds be ever in your favor. Your hat or mine? How's your hair look?
I think it looks great.
Look at that. That's quarantine hair right there.
Is it? Is it quarantine hair? I bet it is.
All right. So name one. We got Alicia. We're gonna fold these all in 4. I should probably do it.
Probably that way.
The names. This is very official.
It is.
Like a referee's
whistle.
We got Jen M. The suspense.
This is suspenseful, guys.
We got Jeff K.
Suspenseful for even me.
It's suspenseful for me, and I'm the one doing it.
Amazing.
Derek D.
This is quality.
And Lisa A. All right, are we ready for this?
I think what we should do is take off your hat and we can use it as a mixing tub.
Drum roll, please. All right, I put them in there. You pick it out. Oh boy.
I think there's 2 stuck together. There we go. I got one.
There it is. Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Who we got?
And
come on.
It looks like Alicia N.
So, how can Alicia claim her prize?
She's gonna have to email us, and that's available in the About tab. If you go to our YouTube channel, it says our business email, and click that.
Sounds official.
And email us your name and address.
Well, congratulations. And let's hit them with a double awkward high five.
That was
good.
That was
all right, we'll see you guys next time.